This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Monday. Don't forget to sign up for Randolph County Commission Hyper Reach. All you have to do is text the word ALERT to 265-540-8664. You'll get all the notifications that you need to receive if you live in Randolph County. Weather notifications, local civic emergency notifications, anything you need to know from emergency management, you'll get it if you text the word ALERT to 265-540-8664. Make sure you do that today and get in touch with this guy so you'll have good insurance in case you have problems. You can get in touch with Jamie Dukas by scanning that QR code you see on the screen. You can click the link at the top of the video, or you can call Jamie at 256-831-7770. Good, local, honest folks going to take care of your insurance needs. Hey, look, it doesn't cost you a dime, and there's zero obligation to find out how much money you could possibly save by going with Alpha Insurance. So get in touch with Jamie Dukas today, and then head over to our YouTube channel. Make sure you click that subscribe button and that little notification bell so that if we go live for severe weather coverage, you'll be guaranteed to be notified. Yeah, we're probably not going to see any severe weather threat today. As a matter of fact, we're looking at no precipitation across Alabama, Georgia, except maybe for the coastal regions of southeast Georgia up into the coastal regions of South Carolina and then down into Florida. That's going to be about it for today. Not a whole lot happening with precipitation out there. Tuesday, the same. The southeastern United States, high and dry. Triple barrel high pressure across the nation's midsection, keeping us on the dry side of things for the foreseeable future. Looking into the future on that crystal ball, our next slight possibility of precipitation will come on Sunday of next weekend. And in the meantime, we are going to be dealing with some serious heat across the southeastern United States. On Wednesday, we could see a shower down in South Alabama, basically south of the I-85 corridor, but don't look for any major relief there. And here's what I'm talking about with the heat. We already are going to get things kicked off today with an excessive heat advisory. This is going to be through Thursday, and this is going to be for heat index values of 105 to 109 degrees. It's going to be hot this week. A heat advisory in effect all the way through Thursday, issued this morning by the National National Weather Service. I got hurricane on my brain because it's alive. The tropics have come to life. Look at this, would you? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 systems in the Atlantic, and then you take Hillary that made landfall yesterday in Southern California. That would be the fifth one. I mean, we're talking 5 active systems on the board at the same time. Here's the good news, though. None of these pose a threat for the southeastern United States. That Invest system down in the Gulf of Mexico is headed towards South Texas or North Mexico. You have Franklin that formed during the night. That's going to turn off to the north. You have Gert, who is also going to turn off to the north. It's still too early to tell exactly what Emily is going to do, but if the weather pattern stays the same as it is right now, Emily will eventually turn off to the north as well. So while there is a lot of activity out there, as long as we have high pressure dominating our forecast across the eastern half of the United States, these storms are either going to get shoved off to the west, southwest, or off to the north, northeast. And that's what we're seeing so far out there in the tropics. Current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms and 5 Points, Alabama, 72 degrees. When you start the day at 70 or higher, it's going to be a hot one. Mostly fair today. Northeast wind at 1 mile per hour, gusting to 2. The humidity is 98%. Barometric pressure 30.14. 71-degree dew point. High temperature of yesterday was 87. Sunrise this morning at 6:07. Sunsets this evening at 7:21 p.m. Heat and humidity on the return for East Alabama and West Georgia. So this afternoon, we are going to be looking at, if we can get it to populate on the screen here. Not sure what the issue is. Let's try that one. There we go. This afternoon, we're headed for 93 in Roanoke, 94 in Ashland, 93 in Lineville, Wedowee, 91 up in Ranburne, 96 in Talladega. How about 98 this afternoon in Tallahassee? And Auburn will top out at 95 degrees this afternoon. There's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. For today, we're looking at mostly sunny conditions with a high temperature of 93 degrees this afternoon, down to 73 tonight. A heat advisory is already in effect, and look what's coming. Tuesday through Saturday, severe heat. We're talking 95 on Tuesday, 96 Wednesday, 95 to 96 on Thursday, Friday, and even into Saturday. This is going to be a prolonged, extended period of extremely hot conditions with very, very little chance of seeing a shower. I mean, Wednesday afternoon, I guess we can't say zero, but odds are very slim. Our next best chance of rain would come on Sunday of next weekend. Make sure you check on the elderly. Make sure your pets are taken care of. Take those precautionary measures, folks. Heat stroke is one thing that is preventable, but you got to take those precautionary measures and be careful if you're going to be outdoors this week. Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar, and it's real easy to see what's going on. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 high-pressure systems back over the nation's midsection and back out west. High pressure dominating, sitting right over Charlotte, North Carolina. High pressure sitting just south of Philadelphia. We do have a couple of small low-pressure systems out there, but high pressure, the dominant feature on the U.S. radar map this morning. Here's what's left of Hillary back off in central California, moving up to the north. We have seen mudslides and some flash flooding that's taken place down in Southern California as it's about to move on up into Nevada and back over toward Arizona. We're seeing a good bit of moisture stream up as well. But look down here in the Gulf of Mexico. We see this invest sitting down here in the central Gulf of Mexico. Ordinarily, if it were not for these blue high-pressure systems up here across the eastern half of the United States, this would spin right up into either Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, or Florida. But because that high pressure is up there with a block, I mean, it's like there's a big wall up here across Alabama, then this stuff is going to get pushed all the way over to the west and will make landfall somewhere south of Galveston, down in southern Texas, or maybe northern northeastern Mexico, and that'll happen later this week. And then you see all this mess out here in the Atlantic. We've got this one storm here. This is Franklin. It's going to turn off to the north, come right across Puerto Rico, and end up out in the Atlantic. Then we have Gert that's also going to continue moving off to the west and eventually turning to the north, and will likely turn off to the northeast. And then we have Emily, which is coming off the African coast. That also is going to take a turn to the north up to the northern sections of the Atlantic. As we take you in a little closer to East Alabama and West Georgia this morning, you can clearly see that we're having radar problems. Give me just a second. We'll get you there. I promise we will. There we go. And you can see that there's absolutely nothing happening across East Alabama and West Georgia. We are absolutely bone dry as we get set for an extremely hot week across the region. Don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTRN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. Hyper Reach. You need to sign up for it if you live in Randolph County. I get questioned all the time. What's the best app to put on my phone so I can receive weather information? Well, if you live in Randolph County, Alabama, here is your answer. All you have to do is text the word alert to 265-540-8664. You can also log in and do it on your computer, but I'm telling you, the easiest thing to do is text the word alert to that number you see on the screen, or you can go to hyperreach.com/ALRandolphSignup.html and do it that way as well. Don't forget, first opening weekend of high school football in Alabama coming up this Friday. You can hear all the action with your Randolph County teams right here on the iSchool Sports Network. Again, just go Google iSchool Sports Network. You'll find their website. You can watch or listen to your favorite team in Randolph County this Friday night. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll be back in here with you first thing tomorrow morning for another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather. Enjoy your Monday.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.